this video I'm gonna show you how to look 10 times more confident around people without even speaking a single word. A large number of studies has shown that 70 to 93% out of all communication is coming through non-verbal communication. So those are stuff like your body language, your voice and tone. And that leaves only 7% to the words you actually speak to be a part of your communication. Let that sink in for a second. Evidence has shown that your posture, actions and expressions are speaking louder than your words about your intentions. That means that most of the shit that you say on a daily basis doesn't fucking matter if you have weak body language and a pussy ass tone. That's why most people that try to fake their confidence fail. They don't take into account their body language and their tone. Have you ever met a person that just gave off a bad and awkward vibe? We all probably did, and although that person said nothing wrong, our subconscious mind picked up his awkward and sketchy body language and probably gave us the gut feeling that something just feels off, that this person is not 100% genuine and he needs to fuck off. And biologically it makes sense because this was a part of our survival mechanism back in the Ooga Booga days. But what if we can use this to our advantage to look and become more confident? Because it's been proven that your mind follows your body. For example, it's been proven that if every single muscle in your body is relaxed, you can't be anxious or depressed. And the same can be said for confidence. If your body language is confident, is open and is attractive, you're probably gonna feel the same way. All the things I'm gonna say in this video are all backed up by science and by years of experience of an ex-FBI agent, Joe Navarro, who wrote the book What Everybody Is Saying. So I'm not randomly pulling out this shit out of my ass. I'm actually taking everything that I learned from his book and from online research, and I'm sharing this with you guys. I'm sharing everything that helped me in my journey of becoming a bit more confident. Okay, so first let's realize the difference between a strong, confident body language and a weak and insecure body language. And let's back it up by biological reasons that actually make sense. A weak and insecure body language is a very closed body language, so you take up less space around you, you are more cramped, stiff, and this is tied to our natural ancient survival mechanism that is basically designed to protect us from life-threatening dangers. But there is a problem. If you're anxious about something, your mind will register it as if it's a possible threat, and it will signal your body that you're in danger. And of course your body language will reflect it, making you look weak and insecure. A weak body language will be subconsciously perceived by people and it will signal them that you're sketchy or you're just very insecure about yourself and that you're a little bitch, because it looks like you're hiding from something or you're hiding something. So here are big no-nos that making you look like a weak, insecure and sketchy motherfucker. Never cross your arms. If you suddenly cross your arms like this during a conversation while sitting down or standing up, you basically reek with insecurities and discomfort. As I mentioned earlier, this is a very closed body language. It looks like you're trying to protect yourself from something. Now, you might give yourself the excuse to cross your arms if it's really cold outside, and fine. If it's very cold outside, you can cross your arms, but make sure to stick out your thumbs like this. This will indicate that you're confident, but personally, I still avoid this one unless I'm fucking freezing cold. Hands hiding your crotch. So just like crossing your arms, hiding your crotch is a very insecure body language, because again, you're hiding, you're protecting yourself from something, and it just looks weak. The next one is hands in pockets. Also, if you only put your thumbs in your pockets, like people usually when they feel insecure and uncomfortable in a certain situation, they will put their thumbs in their pockets. This is a very low status body language. If you're putting your hands in your pockets, make sure you're sticking out your thumbs. Hiding your arms will raise a suspicion and a negative impression. This is why I'm showing and moving my hands during this video, because it makes me a bit more trustworthy and it makes the video a bit less boring. Our brains have the natural bias to focus on the hands just in case the other person we're trying to communicate with decides to throw hands or worse, use a weapon. Always show your hands, make the other person know that you're no harm to them. Next one is looking down and pointing your chin and nose downwards. This one is self-explanatory because when you do that, you're basically feeling low about yourself. So you lower your head like this. Avoiding eye contact. If you avoid eye contact with someone, that will automatically signal that you're afraid of being judged, insecure, and low-key submissive. And if you're a man, this is the last thing that you want to do. Next one is crossing your legs. Never cross your legs while sitting. A comfortable position that looks a lot more confident and is even comfier than crossing your legs is the figure 4. This one is used by high status individuals and yeah, it's pretty fucking comfortable. Also, locking your ankles will indicate that you're insecure. Okay, so next one is shitty posture, hunched shoulders. So if you're hunched like this all the time, you have a shitty posture, you look like a dumbass. I can't even fucking think while standing like that, so yeah. This one is also self-explanatory. Don't fucking hunch your shoulders. Always open up your chest and your shoulders. The next one is pacifying behaviors. Now, pacifying behaviors is our brain's response to negative or threatening experiences. This is our brain's way to calm us down. These are signals that can be read in real time, and there are a lot of pacifying behaviors, from covering your neck dimple, touching your forehead, touching your neck and face, massaging your neck, adjusting your clothes, biting your nails, fidgeting, and a lot more. So I'll give you a real life example of a pacifying behavior. Picture that you're talking to your friend and suddenly both of you hear a loud ass sound that came out of nowhere. Your friend gets spooked and instantly covers his neck dimple. From this you can understand that your friend's brain registered the situation as a very negative and unpleasant one because he did a pacifying behavior to calm himself down. So the next time you catch yourself doing a pacifying behavior, you can basically stop yourself and look more confident. Okay, so now that you know how to not look insecure, let's talk about a confident and strong body language that will make you that much more attractive and confident. Remember that a confident body language is a very open and comfortable body language. When you're confident, your chin and your nose will most likely point upwards, as opposed to a weak and insecure body language where your chin and nose is pointing downwards. Okay, so the next one. High status individuals usually claim as much territory as possible immediately after sitting down. By making themselves feel at home, they make their strong presence known. So spreading your arms, leaning on stuff makes you look more confident and comfortable. Next one is hand stippling. Hand stippling is a very powerful hand gesture that is used by high status individuals when they feel positive about something. You can see individuals like Andrew Tate and Ronaldo using this hand gesture. This is basically the hand gesture, or you can also do it like this. So it signifies that you're feeling confident and positive about your situation. Strong eye contact. Don't break the damn eye contact first, especially with girls. Like, if a girl looking you in the eyes, you better not break the eye contact first. Once she looks down, you got her. Just don't be a fucking creep and stare when it's not necessary. Mirroring. As it sounds, mirroring is when we mirror the body language of the person we're trying to communicate with. For example, if a person that you speak to sits or stands in a certain way, copying his body language would be called mirroring. So mirroring is a great way to build a bond and a better connection with the person that you're talking to. But a quick note here, whatever you do, don't overdo it because you will look like a fucking monkey. Okay, so the next one is arms akimbo. Arms akimbo is a strong display of dominance and authority. It's almost like saying I'm better than you in body language. Most of the time this is used by policemen and military men to show their authority. I do like this one a lot because it signals confidence and it's pretty comfy, but I'd also be extremely careful not to overuse it in a certain situations where you don't want to be misunderstood. Next one is the just chilling pose. Hands behind your head will indicate comfort and dominance. This type of body language is usually used by the person that feels the most in charge in the room. Next one is physical human touch. One of the best ways to establish rapport with someone is to touch them between their elbow and their shoulder. So you give them like a slight tap on that area, and the established rapport. You can do that while giving a handshake. I basically use this one 99% of the time. Hugs. Hugs are also extremely important because they show care and affection so much more effectively than just words. But be mindful who you hug, because you don't want a sexual charge. Physical human touch is very important on dates because it builds that bond between you two. Okay, so the next one is exposing your palms and inner arms. When approaching someone for the first time, try exposing your inner arms and palms. This signals the person that it's completely safe to interact with you and that you mean no harm. Okay, so the last one is gravity-defying behaviors. When you see a person that does a gravity-defying behavior, that generally means that he's feeling positive about something. When someone reaches to hug you and their arms are not fully extended, this means that they're probably not really that excited to see you. When someone reaches to hug you with their arms fully extended, it's a gravity-defying behavior, meaning they are feeling extremely positive about you. Another example is when someone talks on the phone and hears great news, his feet will automatically point upwards, defying gravity, and you would know that he's feeling positive. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Hopefully you will use this to your own advantage in becoming and looking, feeling more confident, attractive, and if you're gonna use all the tips from this video, you'll become an absolute Chad without even speaking a single word out of your mouth, because your body language matters more than your fucking words. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my other videos on this channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, but most importantly, don't forget to wake the fuck up.